What's up, everyone? This is Sheena, aka Sheenapreneur, your favorite veteran. Today we're going to talk about when do you get paid when it comes to government contracting, and we're going to talk about it after the intro. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Here on the Sheenapreneur channel, I share information about government contracting, veteran business content, and other business tips. Okay, so guys, when it comes to getting paid with the government, I get this question a lot. Do I get paid after the fact? Do I get paid in the middle of it? Do I get paid? When do I get paid, right? So that is something that someone really needs to consider when it comes to them choosing their industry. So for example, let's talk about commodities for a second. Commodities are just items that you purchase, like physical items. Say that you are in the IT space and you want to provide tablets for a school system. So when it comes to that, say the school system wants 500 tablets for the school, you have to, as a contractor, purchase those tablets up front and then also deliver them for the school system before you get paid. So typically you would get paid net 30. Now, depending on how much the items are, depending on what type of agency they are, if they have a P card, you can look at my video where I talk about micro purchases and P cards. I'll leave the link in the description. But basically, if it's over whatever dollar amount that the agency has to pay on their card, you probably have to wait net 30. Now, one of the benefits or one of the good things about building up your business first is that hopefully, if you are a supplier or you are a vendor or you are a contractor that's providing tablets or some sort of electronics, that you already have a credit with one of your companies. Let's just say Dell, for example. And I'm not 100% sure if Dell actually provides credit. I think they do. But if you have credit with Dell, Dell will say, okay, we're gonna give you a $100,000 credit limit, and you buy $500 worth of tablets, then you can buy that with your credit and then send it to the school system. You send your invoice, hopefully it's less than net 30. They pay your invoice and then boom, you paying off your credit line without ever really having to have the money. So that's one of the great things about building up your business and building up your business credit, building up your supplier list. For some companies that allow credit lines with their organization, with their company, there are several out there such as Granger, Quill, some other, I think Tiger Direct used to be one of them and they may not be around anymore. That's only for office supplies and like IT stuff, but there's other types of commodities that you can get a credit with for other companies. So if it's medical supplies, find a medical supplier, manufacturer that may allow you to have a credit line. Now, most of the time when you're a new business, the companies that are offering the credit may make you or suggest that you use personal credit. So I am not the credit guru. You need to figure out how that business credit will work for you. Sometimes you got to use a personal guarantee, or sometimes they may give you like a small limit. So it's best to try to build up that credit line with that company first before you actually do any of the purchases that you would need to provide to a school system or any type of government agency where you're providing a physical product or a commodity. That once you get your business registered just as a business, so forget the government contracting piece. Once you register your company as a business, start building your supplier credit immediately for the industry that you're already in. So of course, granted, that is if you are actually clear about what industry you're gonna be in. Hopefully you are, because if you chose your name and all that kind of stuff, then you kind of know what industry you're gonna be in. But just make sure that you're building the respective credit line that reports to the agencies that you need to report to. When you build up your credit line with some of these agents, some of these companies that offer credit as just pure business credit or business credit with a personal guarantee, make sure that they're reporting to the agencies that you need to report to, because then you're able to get more credit. And then of course, if you have good credit anyway, it should be easy for you to go with your business bank account. It should be easy for you to go and get a business line of credit, which of course is connected to your personal credit. That can be a way for you to build up your business credit in order to purchase commodities and not necessarily have to come out of pocket, and be able to pay off that credit line or that supplier line before the 30 days that it would take for you to get paid. Now, also, and this is with any contract, if there is an option for you to get paid, to give a discount to the agency in order to get paid early, always go with that option. Always try to do like a net 10. I know that sounds kind of crazy, and for those of you who are kind of like brand new to this and you're like, Sheena, I don't even know what net 30 or net 10 is. And net 10 is basically like from whatever time period, whatever milestone or whatever date of delivery, all the way until the day that you get paid and the invoice gets paid. That is the net. So it's after the whatever, after the service, after the product is delivered, after they give you the milestone, whatever the case may be, then you get paid net 10, meaning 10 days after that, whatever date, 30 days after whatever date. Nothing that you do should ever go past 30 days. There are some corporate and state contracts that will say, corporate and like state, like hospitals and stuff like that, that would do like net 90. So they don't even work with smaller companies because they know most companies cannot wait 90 days to get paid. But you really always want to offer a percentage of a discount, and really the discount is not really a discount. I mean, don't tell anybody I said that, but you're just saying, hey, I would have charged you 100,000, but I'll charge you 92,000 as a 8% discount in order to get paid net 10. And so of course the company thinks they're getting a deal. And then you get your money faster and you don't have to worry about this net 30 thing. That's just kind of one of those tactics that you can use. It doesn't always work because some of them have a standard way that that the agency operates, and they only do net 30, net 60, net 90, and it's already in your contract and there's nothing you can do about it. But you always want to try to offer that when you're putting in for your solicitations. But when it comes to commodities, and that's office supplies, that's medical supplies, that is books, that is computers, that is tablets, that is anything that is actually a tangible product, you can provide those things to the government. You can provide it to the federal government. You can provide it to the local government. You can provide it to corporate agencies. With Coca-Cola, which is a corporate agency, they have local bottlers. Coca-Cola is not the ones that are, distributing all these bottles. They're not the ones that are doing the bottling. They're outsourcing that to another company. So that's why the government, they outsource a lot of these things to other companies. They're not just going to Amazon and purchasing 500 tablets. They are going to small companies for whatever reason, whatever goal that they have, whether it's women-owned, minority-owned, local business goals. They have those things in place for the company to deal with everything. All they have to do is say, send me your paperwork saying that you're a legit business, that you're a local business, that you have your ish together, and that you really, really want to do this, and you're going to do it for essentially a lower price. Then you take care of everything, and then we sit back and we relax and collect. That's what the agency wants. Usually when it comes to like commodities and services, people always ask me, like, why are the agencies not doing that? Well, who's going to do it? If you think about a government agency, think about any government building you've been into, a courthouse, public assistance place, anything. If you were in the military, you've been a part of the government, you probably worked around civilians and stuff like that. Imagine if there were 200 computers coming in. Now, when it comes to the military, a lot of times the soldiers in the IT section, the G6, the S6 will get that stuff. But in other government agencies, what school person is going to go out there? What teacher is going to go out there and get all these computers and buy them and make sure it gets delivered on a certain day? They're not doing that. So that's why they outsource these things to smaller companies. So there's no catch. When you're worried about why is the government not doing this, they're just going to go to Home Depot and buy some locks, or they're just going to go here and there. They do that too, but when it comes to certain items that they have to purchase, they use certain funds, and they have to spend the money locally. They have to use the money locally. They have other goals that they have, and that's the reason why they want to source it locally and not just buy stuff on Amazon. So commodities, yes, you need to purchase that stuff ahead of time. Now, for those of you who have been following me for a while, I talk about how you can ask for an advance with certain things. Usually when you're asking for an advance, it's in reference to buying materials. That may not necessarily work with commodities, but I would still say if there's an opportunity within your solicitation where you can ask for an advance, ask. It may, here's my disclaimer. Here's my disclaimer. It may actually make you like a target for a contracting officer where they're like, why are they asking me for an advance? They must not have any money. But if you really truly don't have any money and you have no idea how you're going to work this contract, but you just want to see what's going to happen, I would say go for it, because I've gotten an advance before, and the only way that I would have gotten through my contract was through an advance. Now, that was a services contract that we needed to purchase materials, but when it comes to commodities, I would say try, but just my disclaimer is there is a chance that you could be targeted as a business that cannot handle a large load of products or delivering multiple commodities. Now, if you're worried about asking for an advance and you're like, I don't want to mess with that. I don't have good credit. I don't have any business credit. I'm brand spanking new, Sheena. What do I do? Go for something smaller. There's plenty of contracts out here where they just need like a washing machine. I've seen it. Or they need a stove, or they need like an HVAC system, which is not cheap, but something where it's a little smaller and it makes more sense. I think one guy was in one of my presentations, he was saying that this agency was looking for water fountains, like 2 water fountains. I don't know how much a water fountain costs, but it can't cost that much. You have a credit card. Yes, you should not be using your personal credit, but damn it, if you got to use your personal credit and you can pay yourself back quickly and then work on your business credit at the same time, I'm just saying, we got to be realistic. You may be brand new and didn't have time to do all those things. Still build your business credit as you're going along, but you could buy something small or provide something small, and so you don't feel like you're drowning in a whole bunch of debt before you even get started. That's a very scary thing. I get it. So just want to talk today about kind of like commodities and when do I get paid and all that kind of stuff. You get paid after you deliver the service, after you deliver the product. That's when you get paid. So you do need to have something up front, whether it's an advance, whether it's your own personal credit, which I know everyone's going to come from me, but don't come from me. It's going to be your business line credit from your bank. It's going to be borrowing from a friend. It's going to be a host of things where you have to have this money up front in order to purchase these items, or a credit line with a company that provides you that item, that Dell or whatever, Tiger Direct, that is going to allow you to have a credit line for you to purchase these products and then deliver them to the agency and then give you net 30, net 60, and then you get your money from the agency, pay them back, take your profit, and live happily ever after. So just want to share that. When do I get paid? You get paid hopefully in less than 30 days. But of course, we know there's some nuances when it comes to so many other things. So I'll probably share that a little bit more in another video about like the dangers of not getting paid on time and those types of things. But I want to talk more about commodities and when do I get paid as our combo, so everyone understands that specific thing and what some of the ways that you can make a commodities type contract work for you. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this video with anyone who you know is in commodities. Always feel free to send a super thanks. That's a new feature in YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and until next time, it's your favorite veteran.